Hey, Raider Nation. What's good, fam? It's your boy here, fired up and ready to dive into the hottest rumors swirling around our Las Vegas Raiders. Imagine this. Allegiant Stadium rocking, the black hole going wild, and our offense finally exploding in 2025, led by Geno Smith and a shiny new weapon. Buckle up, because we got a teaser that'll hit you like a Max Crosby sack. The Raiders might be targeting Elijah Moore to shake up the passing game. After a brutal 4-13 season in 2024, the front office isn't messing around. They've already swung big, firing Antonio Pierce and Tom Telesco, bringing in legend Pete Carroll as head coach, and trading for Geno Smith to sling the ball. But here's the hook. Geno needs targets, and word on the street is that Elijah Moore, yes, that Elijah Moore, could be the next piece of the puzzle. Let's break this down and see if this move could light up the silver and black. Stick with me, nation, because this rumor's got layers. We're talking a 24-year-old wide receiver with serious potential, a possible game changer for our thin receiving core. I'll unpack the stats, the fit, and what this could mean for our Raiders in 2025. Are you hyped yet? Let's roll. Raider Nation, let's set the scene. It's a crisp Vegas night. The stadium's buzzing and Geno Smith drops back to pass. Who's he throwing to? Right now, it's Jakobi Meyers, Trey Tucker, and Alex Bachman. Not exactly a murderer's row. After last season's offensive struggles, we need a spark, and the new front office knows it. Enter Pete Carroll and GM John Spytek. The fresh blood calling the shots. They've already shown they're not afraid to swing for the fences. Trading for Geno was proof of that. But Bleacher Report's Christopher Klein dropped a bombshell. The Raiders could be eyeing free agent wide receiver Elijah Moore to give Geno a legit weapon. This ain't just talk. This would be the move that turns our offense from meta menacing. So who is this guy? Elijah Moore is a 2021 second-round pick by the Jets, later traded to the Browns, where he's been putting up numbers despite shaky QB play. Last season alone, he snagged 120 catches for 1,178 yards and 3 touchdowns. Raider Nation, does that sound like the kind of juice we've been missing? Let's dig deeper. All right, fam, let's talk numbers, because stats don't lie. Elijah Moore is only 24, but he's already got 200 career catches, 2,162 yards, and 9 touchdowns across 4 seasons. That's solid production, especially when you consider he's been catching passes from the likes of Zach Wilson and Deshaun Watson. Not exactly elite company. Last year with the Browns, Moore balled out 120 receptions, 1,178 yards, and a knack for moving the chains. Sure, his PFF grade was a modest 58.5, but that's more about Cleveland's mess than his talent. For a Raiders squad desperate for playmakers, this dude could be a steal in free agency. Picture this. Geno Smith airing it out, Jakobi Meyers drawing coverage, and Elijah Moore streaking open for a big gain. It's the kind of vision that gets me hyped just thinking about it. But is he the right fit? Let's break it down some more, Nation. Stay with me. Here's where it gets juicy, Raider Nation. Our current wide receiver room? It's thin, like, where's the beef? Thin. Jakobi Meyers is a reliable vet. Trey Tucker's got speed and Alex Bachman scrappy, but we're missing that dynamic X factor. Elijah Moore could be it. At 5 feet 10 inches and 180 pounds, he's not the biggest dude, but he's quick, runs crisp routes, and has hands you can trust. Think of him as a younger, hungrier version of what we hope Hunter Renfrow could be before injuries slowed him down. Moore's the kind of player who can turn a 5-yard slant into a 20-yard gain, and we've been starving for that. Now, let's dream big. Pair him with Geno's arm strength and Pete Carroll's offensive mind? That's a recipe for fireworks. But here's the question, fam, what do you think? Is Moore the missing piece? Or should we chase a bigger name? Hit me up in the comments. Raider Nation, let's rewind the tape a bit. Back in 2021, the Jets took Moore in the second round, 36 overall, because they saw a kid with elite potential. His rookie year, 43 catches, 538 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Not bad for a guy splitting time with bigger names. Then he lands in Cleveland, and even with inconsistent QB play, he keeps producing. In 2023, he had 59 catches for 640 yards. Last year, he nearly doubled that output. That's growth, fam. For a Raiders team that ranked 26th in passing yards last season, 3,295 total, Moore's a clear upgrade. But here's the suspense. Will he stay consistent? His PFF grades haven't always sparkled, and some scouts say he's more of a number 2 receiver than a true number 1. Can he handle the pressure of being Geno's go-to guy? Let's keep peeling this onion. All right, let's get real for a sec, nation. The Raiders' 2024 season was a dumpster fire, 4-13 bottom-tier offense, and a fan base ready to riot. Pete Carroll's got a Super Bowl ring, sure, but turning this ship around won't be easy. Geno Smith's a start. He threw for 3,600 yards last year with the Seahawks, but he can't do it alone. That's where Elijah Moore fits in. He's not Davante Adams or Justin Jefferson, but he doesn't have to be. At 24, he's young, hungry, and affordable, perfect for a team building on a budget. The Raiders could sign him without breaking the bank, leaving room to grab more talent. Imagine the headlines. Raiders strike again, land more to boost offense. It's the kind of move that could have Allegiant Stadium shaking. But here's the kicker. Is this rumor legit or just hot air? Let's check the pulse of Raider Nation next. Raider Nation, let's tap into the buzz. I hit up Raiders News and Las Vegas Raiders official site for the latest. And while there's no official word yet, the chatter's heating up. Bleacher Report's not the only one talking. X is popping with fans saying Moore's a sneaky good pickup. Some of our own, like at Mr. Juanderful 42 and at Momotan, have been hyping this move too. They're Raiders diehards who know their stuff, and they see Moore as a low-risk, high-reward play. At 24, with 200 catches already, he's got room to grow into a star right here in Vegas. But here's the twist. What if another team swoops in? Free agency's a battlefield, and Moore's youth and stats could draw a bidding war. Can the Raiders seal the deal? Hang tight, fam. We're about to find out how this could play out. Let's paint the picture. Nation. It's Week 1, 2025, Raiders versus Chiefs at Allegiant. Geno drops back, scans the field, and fires a laser to Elijah Moore, who jukes a defender and takes it 30 yards. The crowd loses it. That's the vibe we could be bringing. Moore's not a household name, yet, but he's got that dog in him. In Cleveland, he averaged 9.8 yards per catch last season, and 60% of his grabs moved the chains. For a Raiders offense that converted just 34% of third downs in 2024, that's gold. Now let's talk fit. Geno loves quick, decisive receivers. Moore's that guy. Pete Carroll schemes thrive on spacing and timing. Moore's built for it. Could this be the start of something special? Tell me, Raider Nation, what's your gut saying? Raider Nation, let's zoom out. The Raiders haven't had a 1,000-yard receiver since Davante Adams in 2022. Last year, Jacoby Myers led with 809 yards, solid, but not enough. Elijah Moore's 1,178 yards in 2024 would have crushed that, and he did it with worse QB play. He's not perfect. Drops have been an issue last season, but he's young enough to polish those edges. Pair him with Myers and Tucker, and suddenly our WR room looks deeper, faster, and way more dangerous. It's not a Super Bowl fix, but it's a hell of a step. Here's the suspense. Will the front office pull the trigger? Spytek's got a rep for bold moves, and Carroll's all about winning now. Could Moore be the domino that starts a chain reaction? Let's crank up the heat, fam. All right, nation, let's talk money. Free agency's a game of chess, and Moore's no top-tier diva, demanding $20 million a year. Spotrac pegs his market value at around $8 to $10 million annually. Doable for a Raiders team with $40 million in projected cap space for 2025. Compare that to big names like T. Higgins or Michael Pittman Jr., who'll cost double. Moore's a bargain who fits our rebuild vibe, young, proven, and ready to grow with Geno. It's the kind of smart splash that could keep us flexible for more moves. But here's the cliffhanger. What if he wants more? Or what if a contender like the Chiefs or Bills throws a bag at him? Raider Nation, are we ready to fight for this guy? Drop your takes below. I'm dying to hear him. Raider Nation, let's get gritty. Moore's got a chip on his shoulder. Traded by the Jets, underused by the Browns. He's out to prove he's more than a number 2. Vegas could be a stage, with Geno feeding him 100-plus targets and Carroll scheming him open. Last season, the Raiders averaged 194 passing yards per game. 25th in the NFL. Moore's 1,178 yards alone would have boosted us by 69 yards a game. That's not just stats, that's momentum, first downs, and points we desperately need. But here's the rub. Can he stay healthy? He's played 60 of 67 possible games. So durability's not a huge red flag, but it's something to watch. Will he thrive in the desert or fade under pressure? Let's keep the hype train rolling. Time to dream big, nation. Picture this. More signs, balls out in camp, and by mid-season, he's at 700 yards and 5 TDs. Geno's grinning, Pete's scheming, and the Raiders are 6-4, sniffing the playoffs. It's not crazy, it's possible. He's not a one-man fix. Our O-line still needs work, and we could use a stud tight end, but Moore's a catalyst. Pair him with a draft pick or another free agent, and suddenly our offense looks legit. Raider Nation's been patient. This could be our reward. So what's the vibe, fam? Are you buying the hype, or do we need more than more? Hit the comments. I want to feel the pulse of the black hole on this one. Raider Nation, let's flip the script. What if this doesn't happen? Say more signs with, I dunno, the Broncos. Geno's stuck throwing the same old crew, and we're grinding out another 6-11 season. That's the nightmare fuel, keeping me up at night. The rumor mill's hot, but it's not a done deal. I checked Raiders news, no confirmation yet, just speculation. If Spytek and Carroll miss out, we're back to square one, begging for a playmaker. The clock's ticking. Free agency's around the corner. Here's the stakes. 2025's a prove-it year. Geno's 34. Pete's 73. They're not here for a long rebuild. More could be the jolt we need. But if we whiff, what's plan B? Tell me, nation, what's your backup idea if this falls through? All right, fam, let's wrap this up a bang. Elijah Moore's no savior, but he's a weapon, a young, hungry, 1,000-yard weapon who could make our passing game pop. At 24, with Geno and Pete steering the ship, he's a calculated risk worth taking. The Raiders are building something. 413 was rock bottom, and now we're climbing. Moore could be the spark that gets Allegiant roaring, the piece that makes defenses sweat. Raider Nation, are you feeling this? I need your energy on this one. One last twist. What if he's just a start? A signing like this could signal more moves. Another WR, a tight end, a draft stud. The possibilities are endless, and I'm here for it. Stay tuned, fam. This story's just heating up. Raider Nation, we dissected this thing from every angle. Elijah Moore stats, fit, cost, and vibe. I say hell yeah, let's do it. He's not perfect, but he's a Raider-type player. Tough, fast, and ready to prove doubters wrong. Geno deserves this. We deserve this. So here's the deal, fam. Drop your thoughts below. More yay or nay. Smash that like button if you're hyped. And if you're new here, hit subscribe. We're your spot for all things Las Vegas Raiders news. Share this with your crew. Let's get the nation buzzing. I'll be back with updates as soon as they drop. Raiders are on the move, and we're riding with them. Until then, stay loud, stay proud, and let's keep pushing for that silver and black glory. Peace out, Raider Nation.